Welcome, everybody. I see how
Hello.
the attendees are piling in, so let's give everybody another minute.
Yep. Alyssa DeLuca, shout out, how's it going? Jay Demore, Eric Middle.
Lots of no names.
Yep. Lots of good mutual people.
Oh, hey, Krista.
Connecting. You're still connecting.
Now you're in.
There you go.
Uh-oh. And gone. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're still having people joining. Wow, Alyssa is twice in here.
So excited she had to join twice.
There you go.
Now we're doing some voting at the end, so that's why she's twice in there. We're going to determine the next features in AutoOps. Isn't that how you develop them?
She's given actually she was on marketing links first. We got that out. Alyssa, she was a big promoter of that.
So you have to stay with us. Sorry.
It's meant to be.
There you
This
go.
thing is all back on my computer.
Okay, let's get started. We have quite a bit to cover. Lots of hopefully questions from the audience. Welcome, Steven.
Excited to be here. Thanks for having me on. It's been fun working with you guys. I've been waiting. Yeah, I feel like in the ether out there, everyone was waiting for a better platform that actually focused on customer transparency as a way to get customers, since it's the #1 stated customer concern in automotive repair. And yeah, excited you guys took up the challenge. And yeah, you got the right team for it when it comes to shop owners and previous experience. So yeah, I'm excited, and yeah, excited we can be doing anything together.
That is exactly right. And I really, I have talked now to, I don't know how many shop owners, and AutoOps comes up either as, wow, how many more appointments I have already received, or I heard a lot about it and would love to sign up, right? So you have great momentum. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And good, yeah. Still trying, and I think in the same way you guys are doing is focus on one thing and be good at it. I think there's there's obviously other platforms out there where you can get a bunch of different things, but if you want the best of the best, I think it's always good to pick the best of breed.
Cool. So let's talk more details. I'm a little bit in a, what, if you don't mind, I have just like 3 slides or something like that. Because I see quite a bit of people in the audience. I've not, we have not certified yet. So let me give, the shortest possible intro.
You got some legends in here. Alan Prop, Doug Brackett,
Yeah.
Jason Carroll, and all good folks.
Let me share my screen very quickly here. Can you see my slides?
Yep.
Perfect. So AutotechIQ.com, as Steven alluded to, is we basically try to help motorists who are looking for car issues to get kind of educated what the root causes might be, but more importantly, find the shop which offers transparency, uses a DVI, has 100+ Google reviews, and the ranking of the Google reviews is 4.5 or better. And why did we do that? In my previous life, and Frank was a big portion of that, we discovered that the more educated the customer is, the more they approve. It's really that simple. And so we started researching 2 years ago how many people are actually looking for car issues. And we found that the total, not just issues, is 89 million searches in the English-speaking United States. 89 million. The more exciting portion is that number doubles every 4 years. So we're going to talk about 180 million in 2026. And so we got to work and looked for those topics where there's enough search volume out there so it makes sense, but it's also things which are often obscure to the customer and you need education. And so we settled initially on noises, smells, dashboard warning lights. And here's a typical example, actually 2 examples, how it might work. Somebody's typing in on their mobile phone, my car smells like burning plastic, or down there on desktop, ABS and traction light is on. And we are proud to say our articles show up in the meanwhile 1 million times per week on Google. And then if they decide to click on us, we are not just saying, here's a shop you can go to. We actually do what a seasoned service advisor does when a customer asks for help with an issue. We actually try to hone in more and ask simple yes and no questions where the customer on our side, potential customer, says, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And then they also tell us what make they drive and where they live. The make isn't so far important. We can then show shops where we know, because when you get certified with us, we also get your database. And one of the information we pull out is, you can see it here, is how many Toyotas in this case have you been working on? Because we feel the more experience you have, the more trusted you are. And then plus, we not only show certified shops, we also show other shops who do have 100 Google reviews and do have a 4.5 or higher, but certified shops go first. And then you can either, by the way, 90% of our traffic is on mobile, 90, right? So it's super easy to click to call, just calls the shop on mobile, or click for directions, opens the map. And if they click on get professional help, then they see something like this, which looks very much like an appointment request form, but the addition of all the symptoms they have explored on the website, it doesn't need to be just one, right? So you see what symptoms do they have and how did they respond to those questions. And before the AutoOps integration, the send button here is sent to the service advisor email. With the AutoOps integration, it shows up directly in your point of sale schedule. That's in a nutshell what AutotechIQ does. And I put, if you're interested in getting certified and you're not certified yet, I put a link in the chat where it's like a 15-minute survey, certifications at no cost. The only real important thing is you have to use a DVI, right? We believe without DVI, transparency is really hard to accomplish. And so, but I mean, who doesn't use any DVI? I just gave yesterday a presentation to an ACCA chapter. I haven't been in years, and big change. Everybody's now using a DVI. It's really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I'm excited about this because it really starts and continues to accomplish our goal of, every way in which you can engage with a customer, we want to provide the option to schedule online. Once again, you're still going to see a phone number. If you want to call the shop, great. For people who want to schedule online, it's just another avenue where you can get more appointments from. And I think the way you guys set it up on the website by gaining the customer trust and then trying to get them to schedule helps a ton. The other piece I was going to say is that, we're not a marketing company. We're not able to grab customers in the way that you guys are from your SEO, and being able to grab, hey, someone says my traction light's on. So, having this as supplemental, and once again, it's free to get certified. So yeah, being able to catch, you should get more appointments, and just catching them in more and more places is what AutoOps is all about.
So yeah, great, great lead into something I need to share with you guys, and stop me if it's too technical or theoretical. There is a difference in motorist behavior, whether they type in "my car smells like burning plastic" or whether they type in "brake repair." Google calls that the search intent, right? Brake repair, Google interprets clearly as I want to make an appointment with somebody who can help me, period. My car smells like burning plastic is an educational request. That inquiry to know more about it does not lead necessarily to appointments. I can actually tell you, if you force them to make an appointment right away, they won't. The majority won't. It's too much commitment immediately, right? It's simply the search intent of being educated takes a little longer to get to an appointment. For that reason, you see here not an immediate appointment request. It's a request for help, and then you turn that into an appointment, because you have shown, starting with our education and then your follow-up, you are their provider of choice to fix the actual issue. I hope that makes sense. So we distinguish between a request for help and schedule an appointment. And we use the AutoOps interface for both. And let me show you next on how you get there. So once you're certified, you go into your AutoOps configuration, and the partner apps has AutotechIQ, and all you do is hit enable. We know that you're certified. We ask AutoOps daily through software which shops have been added, and so you don't need to do anything when it comes to the configuration, except for one thing, and that is, we highly recommend, since it's not a real appointment, to distinguish the request for helps from the request for appointments by creating an AutotechIQ internal use text time slot, and put it at a time in your scheduler where you normally don't accept appointments. And so you see immediately when you go into your point of sale scheduler, you see, oh, there's a request for help. I need to reach back out instead of waiting until the customer comes in, because it's a request for help. They haven't decided and committed yet to make that appointment. So if you don't configure a particular time slot, you will get the request for help at the next available time slot, just like any other. And we believe this is a better way to distinguish between scheduled appointments and requests for help. Any comment, questions? Let me see.
I'm watching the chat. I don't see anything yet. Except Doug Brackett joining from Budapest. Go, Doug. Wow.
Very cool.
Doug's a crusher.
Yeah. That's commitment to learning, man.
Canadian in Budapest. Looks like we got
Jay DeMore, if I said it right, is there any notification that someone requested help?
It's in your scheduler. You will see that the actual scheduler entry says AutotechIQ request for help. You cannot miss it. You see it right in the title.
Jay, were you saying outside of your shop management system?
No. Oh, if that's the question, there is no additional notification to an email. It's either or.
So it goes into the AutoOps dashboard.
Yeah, they could see it on the appointments page in our dashboard.
Yes.
But yeah, it would be in the shop management system.
Yeah. No, that's where service advisors are, what, 90% of their day in the point of sale schedule. We were not sending an extra update. Cool.
Because you've already got the tools to be updated. There's no sense in giving somebody else another something
Yes.
to watch and monitor.
You're filling up
Yeah.
your email, which gets filled up anyway.
Yeah. And yeah, the one thing you could also do is you could have it pick up the color a little differently. I can reach out and help you set that up, Jay. In terms of going in TechMetric and putting it in as a different color. I think we could pick it up and then recolor it if you want as well.
Okay, that would be great.
Yep, that's on our integration page. But yeah, we're super excited. Also, yeah, it helps that everything's coming through the same platform. Once again, if you want to get emails, you can get emails, but having it in your shop management system is going to make it simpler, which is great. So we're excited to see more of these appointments come through. We're also working on setting up some attribution where you could see, hey, this is how many came through each of the different platforms, which is great.
And then AJ's got a question. With our integration with AutoFlow as well, whenever someone books in AutoOps, they also get a text message that they made an appointment. Is there a way to turn that off for AutotechIQ requests for help?
That's
so yeah.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a good question. Let me look into that currently, and I'd have to see if I'd have to see your setup, AJ. I don't know if you're yeah, that's a good question. I think if you're just an AutoOps Pro user where we're pulling out all appointments in the shop management system, it would send a text message, but I'm pretty sure if you're just on AutoOps Standard, which we could then have a delay for certain things. So that's a good question. Let me look into that and I will get you an update because I'm not exactly sure.
And Alan is asking, how much does AutotechIQ cost? Did you want to say something else to that first?
No, I wanted to quote that too.
Okay. Do you have metrics on how many inquiries we could expect if we sign up?
Yes. So currently, AutotechIQ.com certification is no cost. We are a pretty young company. You will get leads, but since we cannot guarantee you get consistent leads yet, because we have to get from the 1 million per week probably to more like 3 million per week, we are not charging. Once we have the confidence that we can give you consistent leads, we're thinking about $200 a month. We expect that for end of this year. And yes, you will have a dashboard where you see how many people clicked on call the shop, how many people clicked on give me the directions to the shop, how many people explored you on your shop website, and how many people made either an appointment or a request for help. It's all in the dashboard.
Okay. And then Eric wants to know if our TechMetric business hours do not start until 7:30 a.m. Can we set AutotechIQ to the configured time to 6 a.m.? So you want, if I'm clear, Eric, you want AutotechIQ to be an hour and a half earlier to allow people to make appointments. Is that
for the request for help? For the
request for help.
Yeah. So Steven,
Yeah,
that's probably a question for you.
Yeah, I think it's so we always put it in at that time. So we'll put it in 6 a.m. in TechMetric. If you have the setting in TechMetric where it blocks out the non-open hours, you won't be able to see it. But if you then expanded it to 6 a.m., it would still be there. That should make sense?
So there's a difference between accepting appointments and business hours.
I think he was saying on some people on their TechMetric calendar, they have it set up to only show certain hours. But we still,
I see.
Then it's just whether he can see it or not with the current visibility in TechMetric.
Yep, and he said, thank you, that makes sense. So that did answer his question.
Cool.
Very good.
Great. But yeah, we're excited to see. I mean, yeah, even just the general, once again, a lot of this is, and there's AutoOps, there's other people that do scheduling. The thing we've always wanted to promote from the beginning is scheduling. I mean, online scheduling is providing this way to help auto shops keep up with the changes coming through the 21st century, where more and more people, I mean, we scheduled hundreds of thousands of, I think over the last two months, we hit a record. We did 100,000 in the last like 2.5 months. And, that's 100,000 people who saw a phone number and said, no, the way I want to schedule is online. And the same thing, that's what AutotechIQ is doing, is like, hey, we just want to promote using a DVI. We want to promote using a DVI because we understand that customers enjoy this. They're more likely to work with you, but then that's actually how you're getting transparency. That's how people are going to begin trusting that their auto shops are actually performing work that is needed for their vehicle, and how we can make the industry better as a whole.
Yeah, and I have a question for you, Steven. If you have that number available and are willing to share, what excites me is that most, in my experience from an SEO perspective, I wouldn't say most, but a significant amount of people schedule through the Google business profile.
Yeah.
Do you have a number about business profile versus website?
Yep. Average
ratio?
Between all of our customers is 26%. That was as of a month ago, probably 3 weeks ago, a month ago. 26% of all of our appointments come to that Google business profile. And once again, I think the reason for that is transparency, is that they can see the Google reviews.
Right.
That's, I think, why a lot of people are scheduling through there. And yeah, it's kind of crazy to me because it's like the book online button, I personally didn't think it was going to get that much traffic because, it's sandwiched in between the website, it's sandwiched in between the phone number, but yeah, people love it. I think also people are used to it in other industries. Most people are familiar with it with restaurants. And so, yeah, I mean, 26%, I think some people act like that's low sometimes. I think that's a great number. I mean, I was shocked to know that, because people dump the Google business profile is free, and people dump so much money into their website, which once again is sometimes required. But yeah, it's crazy that such a small button can all of a sudden a quarter of all of your appointments scheduled online now flow through that. So
yeah, honestly, I would have expected it's like 40 or something like that. Just
I think,
gut feeling wise, because Google does such an incredible job over the last 10 years to turn the Google business profile from a simple yellow page like business listing into a whole new customer experience, right? They want to actually that you stay there and interact with a shop from the Google Business Profile and not go to the website, right? Although the website is absolutely necessary, and if it was just for ranking of the business profile, if you don't have a website, you have no chance. Your business profile is going to rank in the 3-pack for competitive keywords, none whatsoever, unless you're the only repair shop in a 100-mile radius in Alaska, then maybe you have a chance. But
maybe Montana too.
Oh, okay.
The one other thing to remember is a lot of people are getting the website still through the Google Business Profile. I mean, there's definitely people who click on the website in the Google Business Profile, and everyone running ads, like if they're running Google ads, they're running Google ads to their website. If people are links on Facebook, they're still going to the website. So when I say the website, it could be a Google ad, it could be, and once again, the Google Business Profile, who knows how many people see that and end up calling or clicking on the website. But yeah, for that specific button, that's that 26% chunk. But I'm sure, Google as a whole, if I looked at everything Google ads, I mean, I still think 70+% comes from something related to Google.
Cool. Did make a comment I'd like to read to you guys. Both of your companies are pushing to software solutions that make the modern digital shop more effective. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and thank you for your trust in us, Doug.
Doug is a mastermind shop owner, so definitely worth chatting with him. He runs a very clean shop with some sweet SOPs in place.
Yeah, I will not forget when he went completely paperless. I don't know how many years ago. That was a big deal. One of the first ones. Very cool.
I forgot. Yeah, he also works. Yeah. Great.
Steven, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Excited. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to our team, their team, and we'll make sure those questions get answered.
And if you want to get certified, scan this QR code or go to AutotechIQ.com. There's this shop certification link right in the center of the website. Cool.
Doug said that was back in 2020 when we were doing a digital shop convention.
Yes,
I remember that. Yeah,
it was fun.
Right before the world came to an end as we knew it.
Yes, actually, it was already in the making.
Yeah.
Yes, so we will create a recording of this and then send it out to everybody who has registered and attended today. And we will also put it in our Facebook group for AutotechIQ certified shops. Thank you, Steven, again.
Okay, good seeing you guys, and thanks everyone for joining.
Have a great day.
Great to see everybody.